Hello everyone. So today let's discuss about research design. Okay. So research design is like a set of procedure by which a study is conducted. Okay. We have to follow a particular design like a single group study. Okay. Like we are taking only one group or we taking two groups or three groups. Okay. Every group has some amount of samples, okay, and then will be collecting data from the different groups. Okay, it can be either one two group or either can be three or more than three also. Okay, so it will be like a design. The attribute for a good research design is like it should have reduced noise. Okay, noise here mean confounding factor which will be disturbing, okay, the research, so it should be reduced. Let's see. So design had four components. First is participants, the sample size, the intervention which will be given, like for example a pranayama or any particular activity we are giving, the tool, okay, from which we will be measuring the data. Situational constraint is like the environment, okay, in which environment we giving our intervention. So there are mainly three types of research design. Okay, first is experimental, where we see the cause and relationship. Okay, there will be some cause and its relationship, and it is done with the randomization. Randomization simply means we are dividing the sample with some randomizer tool. Okay, we're not just doing it conveniently, we are randomizing it with some software, with some tool. Quasi-experimental is like same causal and relationship, but here we are not doing randomization. Both are same, just the difference of randomization. Okay, and the third one is non-experimental. There is no cause and relationship. Okay, let's see what are the experimental designs. Okay, so in experimental designs, we attempt to establish the cause and effect relationship. Okay, and the participant allocation happen through randomization. Okay, we can use any software. Okay, there is like a randomizer tool, so we can use that. It has high internal validity. Okay, example of experimental designs: two group pre-post design, ANOVA design. Let's see what are these. So two group pre-test post-test design. Okay, so for example, this is one group experimental, this is second group control. We have done randomization and we have divided the sample into these two groups. Now we'll take our pre-data. Okay, for example, we are taking BP, we are measuring BP, blood pressure. Now we have given intervention, for example pranayama we have given. Here will be no intervention because this is control group. Here will be giving pranayama. After 1 month we'll collect the post data. Okay, so this is like a two groups are there, and pre post design. Okay, here we'll be collecting pre data and then post data, and between we are giving intervention to experimental group, and no intervention will be given to control group. This will be just idle. We'll just connect pre data and then post data after 1 month. Okay, so this is not much important. This is like just control group can be like normal control, active control, or waiting list. If we are like needed more samples, okay, so then we can use this. Simply we have normal group. Okay, now experimental group, experimental design with ANOVA. So the full form of ANOVA is analysis of variance. Okay, so when there is three groups or more than three groups, we use ANOVA design. Okay, it's one of the design. So here will be simple, like we having three groups, one group, two group, three group. Randomization will be done. There are two experimental groups and one control group. Okay, now the will do same. Will collect pre data, will give intervention for 1 month. There will be no intervention, remember. Okay, control will be sitting idle, and then after 1 month we'll collect the post data. So this will be ANOVA. Okay, when there can be two group, and when there is three or more than three, it will be ANOVA design. Okay, remember. Now see quasi-experimental design. Okay, same will be done, but there will be no randomization. Okay, this has low or lower validity. Okay, compared to pure experimental. So same will be done, two group pre-post and ANOVA design. Okay, so same is happening, two group pre-test post-test design. No randomization is done. Okay, we are just with convenience taking the experimental group, taking pre post data, and same with our convenience we are taking pre and post data for control group. Okay, here will be no intervention. And same with the, now here comes like if there will be one group, okay, only one group is there, so we call it within group design. Okay, same participants undergoing different condition. It's like we having just one group, no second group. Okay, no second group. So here we'll take pre-data, like same we are taking BP, or let's take Brahmari count. Okay, so we'll give intervention, any intervention like breathing practice or pranayama any, and then after 1 month we'll be collecting the post data. Okay, this is called within group. Between group design, when we have two groups, okay, group A and group B, then it's called between group design. Okay, it can be experimental, it can be control group. So different group going different conditions. And pure between group ANOVA, where we have three groups, two will be experimental and third one will be control group. And there is one more, repeated measure ANOVA, we also call it RM ANOVA. When there is only one group, or it can be more than, but the measurements we taking, it's repeated measurement. Okay, measurement we taking repeated. For example, let's see carefully. There is experimental group. Okay, we collecting pre data. Okay, same BP are collecting here. We gave intervention for 1 month, then we collect post data. Okay, then again we gave intervention for second month, and then follow up means like here we are involving with them. Next we have said like, okay, you practice by your own for 1 month, and then we'll collect the data. Okay, so these are repeated measure. We're not just collecting pre post, again we are collecting data. Okay, for example, like we're collecting data in a day. First we collecting data, another variable for like for any questionnaire we collecting morning, afternoon, evening, and then in night. So this will be like repeated measures. Okay, for one variable. So here we use RM ANOVA design. Okay, non-experimental, it's simply like we are not seeing any cause and effect. Okay, it has very low validity, so it can be done like a survey method or just correlational design. Okay, and case study, we are just studying one or two variables, or we're just showing relation between two variables. Okay, this is mostly done as a theoretical research. Okay, and so they are explaining like survey, gather opinion from the target audience about research question. Okay, whatever your research question, so we'll be going to particular individual and we'll be asking the question. Okay, for example, like survey to find out prevalence of yoga practitioner in a state, or to find out different reason to practice yoga among adults. Okay, just fully theoretical. Like correlational studies are like relationship between two variables like stress and anxiety, like either stress or anxiety related or not, or relation between memory and exam performance. If the memory is high, so what will be the exam performance? If it's low, what will be the performance? Okay, and cross-sectional study is like where we use two or more groups. Okay, and with a similar characteristics for like students. Okay, there will be two or three groups of student, but they are exposed to different condition. For example, like comparison of memory. Okay, memory of students who are studying in Gurukulam and who are studying in conventional school. Okay, so we are comparing this is called cross sectional studies. Same characteristics but different conditions. Okay, last it's like the case study. Okay, it's like going deep into someone's life. Okay, it can be a small group or a particular person. For example, we are going for extraordinary features or changes in a single person or a few persons, okay, when documented scientifically. Okay, like documentary we see in different OTT platforms, so they are like the case study done. Okay, so they are called as single case studies. Okay, for example, physiological changes in a yogi who can suspend his breathing for 5 minutes. Okay, they are like detailed study. Okay, so these are like different designs. Okay, hope you understand. If you have any query, any doubt, you can ask in the comments. Till then, take care. We'll see you in next video.